Do you need more friends? Are you hoping to fit in with people, to associate with them? Are you tired of living a lonely existence that reminds you that we're all gonna die in agony and darkness before being consumed by the void of nothingness that awaits all living creatures? Hi, I'm Gowan Sloopadoop, and I've got a solution for you. The Players Guild, where you can listen to other people trying to beat off their looming depression by playing games and pretending to laugh at other people's jokes. For the low price of selling your soul to the devil, you can hang out and enjoy the wacky adventures that these rascals get up to. Roll the dice, feel the fun of fantasy, and remember that your new daddy is Satan himself. Prepare for adventure with your trusty sword in hand, your closest companions at your side, and the packed demon who hangs on your back, a constant reminder of the deal you struck to find your own happiness. So come on down and let's help you get into a brand new game of Dungeons & Dragons. Welcome to the Players Guild, a podcast of regular people playing in fantastical worlds. Join us as we go on adventures, roleplay, and tell some fun stories. I'm Tyler Clausen, and I'll be running our first game. We're playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition in a homebrew world that I've filled with indie-produced adventures from around the internet. Our players for this campaign are Alexa Tibbles, playing Westra, the half-elf druid, Britt Winchester, who's playing Indriq, the fabulous human bard, Gage Runkle playing Ctestibus Ironhide, the oddly tall dwarven artificer, and JT Owens playing Krontold, the goblin monk. We join our crew as they prepare to return to their hometown after years of service in the military, fighting in the turncoat conflicts. When they are gathered together by General Gowan, they were informed that the war was over, and that their country had lost. He challenged them with the protection of yonder valley, the idyllic setting of their small home. After witnessing the murder of the general, they packed up his body and began to trek home, body in tow. Their final mission? To bury the body of the last of the Valley Sentry. The carriage wheels creak as they stop. The weight of the body within drops the front of the cracked and well-traveled car low to the ground. Wooden floorboards of the dock soak in the rain that streams down from a diffused and gray sky. Colorless light fills the wet air as the large river rushes past the unattended ferry dock. 4 young travelers stand looking over the flooded, fast-running river, the smell and feel of rain holding firm within their cloaks. Drops of water running past the emblems of the military that they had once served. Their faces obscured by leather hoods and stormy day shadows. Questions arise in their mind. They had come here to cross the river. It was their final obstacle before home. It was now the only thing in their way. But where was the ferryman? Had it been so long that they had been here that the ferryman had left? Had the ferry closed? Had Brother Barrows died or moved on? Who was going to help them across? The ferry on the other side of the water thrashed in the cold, the massive clank of wood holding steady on the rough waters. A lantern on the opposite dock sways in the wind, lighting the small shelter of the ferryman, but no figure comes out to wave them down. No sign of life. Here our travelers wait, the dead general as their cargo, staying dry within the confines of the broken down wagon. They wait, not knowing if anyone will come. They wait on the shores of the babbling bark river, in the cold and shuddering rain. What are our 4 travelers doing at this moment?
I'm pointing out that I am also a babbling bard.
So, as our first traveler takes the hood off of her head to get a better look at the river, which she suddenly realizes has some sort of connection and title to her. What do the others see as you pull down your hood?
I don't remember what I'm supposed to look like. So Indriq has straight black hair. She's got like an olive complexion, so basically looks nothing like me. And she wears like a brick orangish tunic and carries her melodica on her back, which she's probably keen to bust out any minute now.
All right. Anybody else want to talk about their character real quick?
Westra is lighter complected, half elf. She's got deep green eyes and almost mahogany red hair. She's wearing a cloak that's almost gray. It's got a tinge of green to it that covers the rest of her, brown basic leathers. She's got a bow on her back.
How does Westra feel about standing at the river right now, being drenched in the rain and no ferryman to take her across?
Mixed feelings. It feels good to be in the rain. Very content with the rain, but also uneasy. Not sure what's about to happen, and don't really like that.
All right, so Krontold.
Yes,
you nailed it.
Got it that time.
How do you feel about the fact that he's not around?
He's super disappointed, taking a swig from his flask. Not really hiding it, just completely in the open.
All right, yeah. So while Ctestibus might pop out a small swig, Ctestibus, what does your character do?
I just stare at the river. I take a really sexy peek at Krontold's flask.
All right. And you guys notice the river has the ferry on the other side, and so you have to get over there. Westra and Indriq. I'm still gonna have to work on that R roll. You guys both perceive that there is the rope going across the river from the tree. It's anchored into the tree behind you, and it runs tightly across the river to an anchor on the other side. You can see the lantern kind of gleams and gives you sight over there a little bit, especially your half-elven eyes there, Westra. You're able to perceive that a little bit more. So, Ctestibus, you have an idea.
Yeah. Why don't I just swim across and then climb onto the raft? Yeah. And then I'll just pull it back.
You guys...
Does that seem safe to you, darling?
Hold on. I kind of want to see this play out.
You guys notice, Ctestibus looks like a dwarf, although he is a little bit taller than most dwarves would be. So he's a beefy boy. So if anybody here is going to be able to pull that thing across, it looks like he should be able to do that. So do any of you guys have any rope or anything that you want to tie onto him?
Yeah, Ctestibus, wait a moment. Let's get some rope around you, just in case this goes south.
Yeah, I'll toss mine in as well.
Yeah,
Yes, I've got a length of rope here as well.
I don't really need it. I'm a pretty decent swimmer.
He says as you all...
Just in case.
You guys all look out at the stormy water of the river. You each make sure that the knot is secure around his waist, and that the rope isn't going to give way. And eventually, Ctestibus, you jump in the river, and due to your rolls, you swim the wrong way and start to get pulled downriver. by the current. So now I need everybody to make a strength check. Anybody who is holding on to the rope, at least, to make a strength check to see if you hold on to him.
It was only
We all are.
Krontold.
Got an 18.
Oof, that's a 5.
7.
Okay. Almost single-handedly, as if she knew what was going to happen, Indriq grab, just like she does, like that, like when people are like pulling horses, that stance that they take where their legs are just perfectly poised. She's already like that as you jump in, and so basically when you start going the wrong way, she just stands still and holds you tight. She anchors you in and pulls you back in. I'm gonna say you man, already I'm gonna say you suffer a point of exhaustion, which is pretty bad.
Second time's a charm. Let's go.
Do you really? You're,
hold on.
Suffering from
I might
exhaustion is not
have,
a small thing. It's kind of a big deal. But if you take a rest, you'll be able to recover that.
No, I'm fine. Krontold flask, buddy.
I mean, yeah, you kind of need this more than I do right now, so here you go.
Actually, I am pretty cold. I think I'll just sit here.
You probably need to warm up. That water's probably pretty cold, and this is it's strong. It'll warm you up.
All right. Anybody have any other ideas?
I might have some. What if I tied the dart to the rope and threw it at the boat and tried to grapple it?
You want to throw a dart 60 feet, hard enough to grab onto a raft so that you can pull the raft towards you?
I'm a monk, baby.
You guys just watch Krontold like arguing with himself over there. What's the range of a dart?
20 to 60.
So with disadvantage, you can throw this and possibly hit it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not drunkenly swimming downstream, so I think I might be able to get it.
All right, man. Do your thing. Give it a try.
You said disadvantage?
Yeah, because you're going over 20 feet.
Okay. Oh, how did I do worse? It was a 3 and then a 2, so 5.
Okay. You guys watch him like Major League Baseball wind up, and he just tosses this thing. Again, you're in a storm, so it picks it up and just flings it downriver further. Obviously, you were holding on to the rope, so you take time to pull it back, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
I think I have a crossbow. I don't know what the range on it is, though. Hold on.
Yeah, along those lines, I was thinking a bow or a crossbow.
I also have a crossbow.
Okay. If you guys want, you can all shoot your crossbows at it.
Well,
Not my boat. Why are you attacking my boat?
Like a dog's eyes.
If you're sure you have a crossbow and you know like how long it can shoot, please, by all means. I'm still like digging through my character
It's
sheet.
80 to 320.
Have at it.
All right. So it
nice.
goes 80 feet.
Correct.
Now, are you just shooting a crossbow bolt?
No, I definitely have my rope attached to it.
So you're going to put a rope on a crossbow bolt and then fling it forward.
Mulan style.
Mulan style. I don't know what that means.
Definitely don't do that. I just
Okay, so
just realized that.
so go ahead and give me a roll to see if you hit. I kind of want to give you disadvantage just because you have a piece of rope attached to your crossbow or your bolt. But you know what? I'll just let you do it. Let's just do it. I'm excited to see if this works out.
All right. Is anyone else doing it or just me?
No, let's let you try again.
You know, it's probably just stupid anyways. I just gonna... No.
Why don't you
just have
hand
a
me
go
the
with it.
flask?
Why not?
Hand me the flask back in the meantime.
Oh, yeah, my bad. All right, here goes nothing. 14?
14 to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say that hits. So you, beyond anybody's expectations in your drunken state, you shoot a crossbow bolt and hit this raft, and it's holding on pretty tight.
Nicely done.
Thank you. You know, I just realized something. Instead of trying to swim across, I probably could have just held onto the rope and just pulled myself across. But anyways, do you think it's stable enough to pull a whole raft across with just one crossbow bolt?
Suppose
I mean,
we'll
we
find
don't.
out.
Do we have enough rope to shoot a second one in there?
It's 60 feet across. You each have 50 feet of hempen rope.
Yeah, so we could shoot another across.
Okay. Yeah, I'll shoot across as well.
Better safe than sorry.
All right, Indriq, go ahead and roll an attack for me with your crossbow.
20. That's a nat
Wow,
20.
nice. All right, you get it in.
Heck yeah.
And it's like, it's deep in there. You're able to like weave it through a couple of pillars and like get it to like hold extra hard on there. So go ahead.
She curved the bullet.
Yeah, he curved the bullet.
I see it's tied itself into a bow.
Who's pulling on which bolts? Who's pulling on Indriq's bolt and who's pulling on Ctestibus's bolt?
I mean, do we want to do 2 and 2?
Yeah, couldn't
Probably.
recommend myself making a go solo of it. Not a particularly beefy lass.
Okay, so basically, I'll do this. Indriq and Ctestibus, if you guys each want to pull, or whoever wants to be the lead person on each rope, make a strength saving throw with advantage because somebody's helping you. So who do you guys want to actually be the lead pullers of each rope?
Are we? Are the boys particularly strong?
I have +1.
I mean, on a scale of 1 to 5, I've got about a 1.
You say in character.
Like if I was to give myself like between 1 and 20's worth of quantity, I would probably be like 11 or 12.
Well, I've got like a 2.
I'll back you up.
Okay, I'll take lead on the one that I shot.
Okay.
That's super sturdy.
And then Westra and Ctestibus, which one of you is stronger?
Not me.
Okay.
Okay, so in Ctestibus, you will roll with advantage because Westra is helping you. And then Indriq, you will roll with advantage because Krontold is helping you. Roll strength.
Ooh, 20, not nat.
Okay, you can re-roll with advantage
Yeah,
to see.
I got a dirty 20
Okay.
on my second.
Okay.
I got a 14.
Okay, so
2
20
dirty
is-
20s.
Yeah. So you guys pull this thing. I mean, it takes a little bit of work, and at first it seems like Ctestibus's arrow is going to come out, but eventually, with the help of Indriq's pull, it's able to get enough leverage that you guys are able to kind of pull it across. It takes a bit of time, but eventually you do it. You pull it across, and you have the ferry right in front of you. Well done.
Excellent.
And
We
next
solved
on the
the
next
ferry puzzle.
episode,
And we're going to wrap it up right there.
you solved my fairy riddle.
Nailed it.
Yeah. So you guys have the ferry in front of you. What would you like to do?
We should probably get on the ferry.
Get on it, I suppose.
Yeah, Krontold's just jumping right in.
Okay. And in Ctestibus, you getting on?
I go to jump in, but I trip on the ledge and I fall face first onto the raft.
I love how you give yourself a critical fail. You don't even roll for it. You just walk.
I know my own skills.
Okay.
You didn't even give yourself a chance, man.
That's fine, man.
There's a
That's your story.
strong goblin distill in that flask.
You fall face first onto this raft, And so the four of you guys are on the raft. What next?
Would anybody like to hear a song?
I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, you're supposed to say no.
I mean, it's pretty damn gloomy outside. I could use some cheering up.
You guys are on the raft.
True.
Yeah, fuck it. I guess I'll just pull this thing myself.
Okay, all right, there we go.
All right. Let's do it.
So you begin pulling. The four of you are on the raft, and you begin pulling.
And I sing All Star by Smash Mouth on the way.
But on your melodica. Hey now.
I need to get like a melodica soundboard
Something
so we
you
can
can start playing
make
that.
some fun shit happen.
So I'm gonna say you're about a quarter. You're a quarter out. I need everyone to make a history check for me, or intelligence check, whichever one you want.
21.
Great.
19.
Awesome.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
17.
Great. You guys all simultaneously remember you are carrying something with you.
Oh, yes, I've probably forgotten.
Pull us back,
melodica
Ctestibus.
quickly stops. And you guys all at the exact same time. The general!
Just record scratch.
Home Alone style.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
So there's a dead body sitting in a carriage back on the other side of the river. Do you guys want to go back for it?
I walk back to the other side of the
Incestuous
raft.
pull us back.
Yeah, let's go on back and give it the old Texas redo.
All right, there we go. So you guys head on back. You load up the body. That was me trying to help you guys. I kept saying
Thank you.
yeah, over and over and over again. The
Appreciate
four
that.
of you. You load up, and Ctestibus, go ahead and make an athletics roll for me.
Woo! 21.
Awesome. So alone, you pull the entire group across with your massive, little bit taller than normal dwarven muscles, and get you guys safely to the other side of the river where the ferryman's shelter is. The cottage of the ferryman is waiting for you. The lantern is lit, which normally, from what you guys remember how this ferry worked, basically the lanterns are generally not lit. And then if the ferryman is not on the side of the river that you are on, you would light the lantern, and then he would see that as, oh, I need to go over to that side. He'd grab you, put out the light, and come back. So that's kind of how this works. So it is odd that this lantern is on and nobody is waiting for the ferry. And then just to the
What was the ferryman's name?
you guys know him as Brother Barrows.
Okay.
And you do see as you get off of the ferry, Brother Barrows' cottage is just to the right, just close by. He pretty much lives here and hangs out and waits for if people needs a ride.
Can anyone give me a boost? I'm gonna see if anyone's in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there like a knocker or something on the door?
No, it's not a fancy place. It's a cottage. It's almost a shack, but it's pretty well kept up. So it's just a pretty basic wooden door. There is a window on, to the right of the door that you could peer through if you wanted to sneak a peek, or if you want to go up to the door. It's up to you.
I'm gonna steal a boost and peek in the window.
Okay, so Westra boosts you up a little bit, and you take a look. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oof, that's a 8.
You don't see much. The windows are a little. Well, for one, it's a lot of rain, and then from the inside, it seems like it's a little grimy. So it is hard to see. The only thing you can really make out is there's a soft light coming from inside. Something akin to embers from a fire. You can't even really make it out, though. It's just kind of like a small light.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing. Anyone want to knock?
Yes, let's see if anybody's home.
Might as well. I'm gonna kind of sneak to the side so that I'm kind of right out of the door line
Okay.
in case anything shady happens.
It's probably best the goblin isn't seen either. People kind of hate us, so I'm gonna hide too.
Okay, who's knocking on the door?
Me.
Okay. Nobody answers the door. You guys wait there's that moment where you guys are waiting, and it's like, okay, you knocked, but are they sure they heard it? Are you, like, do you knock again? Or are they, like, is it going to be that moment where, like, you literally are about to knock for the second time and they are opening the door? So it sounds like you're just being impatient. This is the stuff that goes through my head when I knock on someone's door. I figured everybody thinks this stuff, but I guess not.
No, absolutely, I do.
Okay, cool.
I'm an anxious mess, Tyler. Come on.
I will stand there for an awkward amount of time.
Just waiting for someone to answer.
Like, yeah, Gage, it's been 2 minutes. You can knock again.
Yeah,
What
an
is?
hour
Especially if
passes and we're like, maybe they're not home.
It's the worst with an apartment. Just in case you read the number wrong, you just check the text message over and over to make sure it's the right door number.
Yeah. So you guys knock, and then you each pull out your cell phones and look to make sure you're at the right spot. No, you wait a bit, and then you knock again. There's no answer.
Okay, I'm gonna pick the lock.
Okay, go ahead and pick the lock. Roll a dexterity check for me.
Don't mind if I do.
Do you have thieves' tools? Or a lockpick?
I do. Hold on. I don't actually. I'm so used to playing a rogue. I'm like, of course I do, but no. But I did roll an 18.
Okay.
I say, you looking for one of these? And I pull out my thieves' tools.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I am.
So you can add your proficiency to it if you want to use his help, and you can roll with advantage because he helped you. Not that it matters.
Okay.
You unlocked it. It actually.
I mean, it's 24
Yeah.
if we want to go
To be completely
buck wild
honest,
with it.
It wasn't locked in the first place.
I was going to say
You go.
So I accidentally lock the door, and then I unlock it.
Yeah. You lock it with your 18, and then he hands you a set of lock picks, and you unlock it with the 24. Well done.
He's like, yeah, it looks like you're having trouble.
This is how you game the system, because you just got experience for all that. Just sit there and lock and relock and unlock, and you'll just level up, and then you'll be ready to fight Baphomet in no time, man.
We all just take turns at this door leveling up,
Yeah.
grinding.
Just like fighting the door. Attaching a sword to the side of the door so we can spar with it.
So, you guys open the door to Brother Barrow's cottage. The homely and comfortable cottage that the ferryman lives in is abandoned, though not for very long. The ferryman's light is on outside, signaling to no one that the ferry is called to the southern shore of the river. The rain sounds outside the cottage, adding to the solace of the room and bed. A fire's embers still glow. A book lays open on the table, a melted candle dripping down onto the wood, and a bed made perfectly undisturbed.
I want to peep that book.
You would.
What's in the book?
Shit, I don't have my book of...
Read it to us.
Yeah, I'm going to send you a PDF that is the whole book.
It's like Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein.
No, it's the third book in the Patrick Rothfuss trilogy, Kingslayer's trilogy. He's reading it right now.
We got so hungry for it, we had to write it ourselves.
It's fanfic. It's Harry Potter fanfic.
Don't start.
Oh no.
What do you mean you've always loved me more, Hermione? I thought you were with Ron.
Leviosa.
Says Neville.
Okay, so what's in that book?
I'm looking up a random book generator. It's
Okay. So I'm assuming there's not much going on with the book.
there's nothing
Oh
going.
shit!
It's a
You
book.
found some.
Okay.
It's just a book. You've read it before. It's boring.
I'm gonna peep.
It's if a moose ate a muffin.
Can we do just like a scan of the cottage and see if we notice anything?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I want to kind
Peeping
of look
under the
around
bed
inside.
since I'll fit.
You know, I just want to say that I support union breaks. The guy at the raft, he wasn't there, and now this is empty too. So it's kind of
It's a little inconvenient.
You're all right, Ctestibus.
So, you guys take a.
You need me to roll a perception or
No, there's really nothing in this room. It's you guys take a while and look through everything. Again, the bed is undisturbed. Someone made it and didn't sleep in it again. From the idea that the wax candle. What are your guys' intelligence at? Everybody's intelligence. What's it at?
+2.
+4.
+1.
+4. Great.
Mine. I'm +1.
Okay. So Ctestibus, you mark the fact that the candle is completely melted. Someone left this burning. Obviously, someone was reading here, and then left without putting out a candle. The glowing embers of the fire show that there was a fire, but someone left without putting it out. With the bed being made and then undisturbed, most people who have the habit of making their bed do it in the morning. So someone woke up, spent a day doing something, at the very least reading, and then left in what almost seems like a hurry. The clothes are still in a dresser or in a trunk. There's nothing to be found that shows that they did much packing or scavenging through, other than you guys looking through stuff right now. This place has been abandoned in a hurry.
Can I walk out and see if there's any... I know it's raining, so there's probably not footprints or anything, but if there's any sign around of like a path someone could have taken from this place.
Yeah, go ahead and make a nature check for me.
All right. Okay, that one's 17. And then, so, dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, there's actually lots of tracks, and they all lead south towards Haberdashery Woods. This is a well-worn path. People come over the ferry from King City all the time, and so just that alone, there's a very defined path. Within the mud of the storm, you can see there are footprints. You don't know really how old they are because rain has washed them a bit, but you can tell it's been a day or so. There is a good path leading south to Haberdashery Woods, as you would expect.
Okay. So we're thinking he must have gone to Haberdashery Wood, right? There's no other tracks leading anywhere else.
I mean,
I think
it's
we
a
need to find
lead.
him.
Yeah, I mean, like, unless he drowned.
He was kind of swole, so I say we follow the path.
Okay.
Instead of dragging the river for a body.
I was gonna say, let's remember to take the body with us this time.
Yeah.
Good call.
What time of day is it?
It's afternoon. It's probably close to evening, but not quite there yet.
Yeah, I'm with Krontold. Let's keep going.
Cool. Yeah, let's vamonos.
Wonderful. You guys begin traveling south towards your goal, which is Haberdashery Woods. The four of you start walking.
And we have the body.
There you go.
Yeah, the five of us.
We're doing the...
He's been
is
reanimated.
Is it in a casket or is it like...
It is a body in a carriage, in a small, like, farming wagon type thing. It's just covered.
Okay. Yeah.
I have it tied to my waist, and I'm reading. If you gave a moose a muffin. I did take the book. I don't know how to read.
It is not. Your intelligence is +4. Yes, you can read.
But it sounded good.
It's a secret, though. Shh.
Hey, what's up? I'm Ctestibus. I'm 17, and I never fucking learned how to read.
Saw, dude.
Gosh dang it. I'm trying to get back into the somber writing that I wrote for the session. Damn it.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Let's get serious.
It has been years since our travelers have set eyes on the small town. Puddles collect within the muddy streets, leading to a cobblestone collection of paths stretching from east to west, the main road that runs through Haberdashery Wood. The road that they took southward passed them by a large 3-story mansion, identifying it as the Regency's manor. What was her name? Why is it so dark in there? The smell of the bakery wafts through the air. A sweet, fulfilling smell of bread reaches back into the minds of the travelers. It reminds them of their childhood. It takes them back to a time before the war. Each of them ponders on a memory. Do any of you guys have a specific memory of the marketplace in Haberdashery Wood? Anything you want to add to this?
Oh man, it's been a while. I wonder if Old Man Evergreen's still at the bakery.
I mean, I have a memory of like sneaking in to like play the bagpipes at Ms. What's-Her-Face's stall in the market.
I remember buying the stale bread from the bakery and going and feeding it to my animal friends in the woods.
A small collection of stalls fight the storm, empty from the vendors and void of merchandise. Homes of the villagers, those that work the fields and run the shops, sit in neat and tidy rows. They surround the massive plots of land that they work. Most of the humble houses sit dark and quiet. Only a select few spill plumes of smoke from their chimneys. 2 buildings have their lanterns lit in the dark, stormy mid of day. One next to a massive tree. Its sign has a unicorn with a massive golden horn protruding from the wood. The other on the edge of the southern cliffs. Its sign, a skeletal hand holding several coins. Where would you guys like to go?
I'd like to go to the unicorn store.
The unicorn.
Yes.
It is an actual building. It's not a stall. And it's next to a big tree. Probably the tree is big enough to give you guys a little bit of break from the rain. So it is a good spot to kind of rest the carriage if you guys want to leave it there and go inside.
Yeah. Let's check it out. Tear shit
Yeah.
up.
All right.
I blindly follow everyone.
Yeah, I didn't spend much time in town when I was here. I just spent it on the outskirts in the woods, so I'm willing to explore.
You guys enter the building. The somber feel of the town melts away as the travelers enter the bright and warm space within the Lucky Unicorn. Several booths jet out from the walls surrounding the main dining area, red plush seats calling to the weary. A bar to the right upon entry, where a young man wipes down a countertop and whistles a soft tune. He quickly moves as he sees the newcomers, introduces himself, and prepares some laminated menus. Oh, dudes! Welcome to the Lucky Unicorn. I'm Trevor Ling. I will be your host for the evening. What brings such cool travelers to my establishment? We accept all people at the Lucky Unicorn because it's not just the unicorn that gets lucky here. It's everybody, and not in a sexual way. I'm not told that I have to say that, but I feel personally that I do need to add that part because it's kind of implied.
I slightly lean over to Krontold and tell him, we gotta go lucky.
Yeah, I thought this was a family establishment, and they said everyone gets lucky, so
Gonna make a
I think I
family
like it here.
So if you guys just want to take that corner booth over there, it's the biggest one. And as you can see, this town is dead AF. So nobody else is probably going to come in. Trevor eventually brings you guys each the drink of your choice. And then as well, he offers you guys some appetizers, fantasy mozzarella cheese sticks, which he says are fantasy because there's no calories and you can eat as many as you want and they never make you fat.
Can I question that?
You want to do an insight check?
Yes.
Absolutely you can.
That's a 9.
9. He's telling the truth, man. Like, this is a wonder of a food. Fantasy cheese sticks? This is great.
I'm literally fucking amazed.
And he gives you guys just some ideas of what they have. So, what brings you guys into the Lucky Unicorn, and what brings you to Haberdashery Woods?
Well, we've got a body in the car, darling.
I'm so what? What?
We've got a body parked outside.
Like a dead body? Is it covered up? Because this is a family establishment, and I do not need dead bodies just hanging out outside.
Oh, yes, of course. We're very discreet.
I mean, it seems like the body wouldn't do much to deter people from coming in here. We're the only people in here.
Well, you're the only people in here.
Makes a good point.
For the moment. Actually, you're absolutely right. Nobody else is coming in. All of the kids, like the people that we have that generally come in, like the youngsters who hang out here, they're all off on a field trip, so they're not going to be anytime soon. And everybody else who's older usually goes over to the Penny Lynch anyway. So,
you know what? Before you go, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. There's some real creepy vibes going on around here. What's that about?
Are you talking about in this family establishment? Because if there's something creepy about it, I would hope that I could fix that for you guys.
No, completely besides you and the establishment.
Great. So you're talking about the creepy vibes in Haberdashery Woods.
Yes.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yes, those are the ones.
For sure. Well, it doesn't help that there's a storm going on. It's like one of those, the beginning of a story where it's like the dark and stormy night. Like, definitely doesn't help the situation. But on top of that, you know, a lot of our people, a lot of our townsfolk and people of any real trade, they got taken up by that war, yo. And it's a big deal. Like, our blacksmiths are gone. People who used to go hunting, they're all gone. Like, their skills are used in the war, and we're just getting by, you know, in Haberdashery Wood, and only the people that really were needed here stayed here, and so it's become a bit of a ghost town, and we're just hoping and praying that the war ends and that our people can come home, you know.
All right, yeah, thanks, Trevor. So you guys want to just scarf this down and head on to the Penny Lich?
Yeah, brah, let's nosh.
Nosh, brah!
Who did he say owned this place? It was Calamin?
Yeah, Evergreen. I wonder if that's old man Evergreen that used to run the bakery.
So you're saying we shouldn't dine and dash?
Probably not. Not the best way to make a first impression here.
I mean, not gonna lie, this chicken's pretty damn killer.
It looks like it.
Oh,
yes.
You want to try it?
Oh, no. My spaghetti is very delicious, and I'm already getting kind of full, so.
Check, please.
Great. Well, I hope you guys are able to get your dead body to where you need it to go. Where are you guys heading to?
You seen any Brother Barrows anywhere?
Oh, Brother Barrows. He should be up at the ferry, shouldn't he? Like, running that ferry thing that he does?
Nah, shit's a ghost town, son.
Oh, dude, no way. I know that there was a big scurry like a few days ago, and a bunch of important people just kind of vamonised, dude. And like, I don't know what to say. Maybe he's one of the people that kind of took off with the whole party, you know?
Do you know where they went?
You know, they left at night, and me and my girlfriend, we were kind of hooking up, so I wasn't really paying attention or anything. But you know, we're just no. So no. All the two things that you should get from that sentence are: one, I don't know where they went, and two, I can get it.
Yeah, I'm sure you can, Travis.
Well, you work at the Lucky Unicorn, and
Everyone
here
gets,
gets
lucky.
Including my girlfriend.
Hey.
But not you.
I mean, yeah, through her getting lucky, I also get lucky, dude. It's mutual respect.
That's how it should be.
He goes over to the register and starts getting a tab taken care of. Are you guys sticking around the Lucky Unicorn, or are you leaving?
I'm looking to go get Schwasty at the, what was it, the Penny Lich?
Yeah.
I am absolutely ready to go to the Penny Lich.
Bar hopping.
Let's crush some brewskis.
All right. So as you guys are saying this as you're like walking out, and Trevor even he's like, oh yeah, you guys going out for the crawl, dude. That's fucking nuts, dude. Anyway, thank you so much for coming to the Lucky Unicorn. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. If you get roped into that Thunderlock bar crawl, make sure you use everything on you to take care of the traps and puzzles. Do not let your nerves get ahead of yourself. Anyway, please do not leave the dead body in front of my building. And remember, we are a family establishment, and we welcome all lifestyles and peoples in through that door. Tell your friends about the Lucky Unicorn.
Hey, Trevor?
Yes, sir.
How many drinks are you allowed on the clock?
Technically, 0. Legitimately, I'm fucked up right now, so.
You ever had Goblin Moonshine?
Yeah, dude. They fucking sell it across at the Penny Lich, the Goblin Moonshine. They started selling it over there, dude.
Yeah, that's commercial shit. Here you go. Try this one. I pour a shot from my flask and give it to Trevor.
All right, he's gonna roll a Constitution saving throw. So he takes the shot and he just, oh, dude, this is, and you can kind of he was already pretty drunk. This sent him over the edge. Yeah, dude. Oh my God, this is so good. This is you're totally right. This is what they sell over there is watered down or something. This is pure stuff, man.
All right, that's for the free ale.
Oh, you guys are the best. I really hope you come back. You are officially my favorite customers, even though you can't remember my name. It's totally okay.
Hey, I've been calling you Trevor for 5 minutes. Come on now.
No, you're good. You're good. For reals, though, if you guys end up doing that Thunderlock, what? Oh, man, that shit's getting to me. If you guys end up doing that Thunderlock bar crawl, make sure you use everything you got on you. And don't trust any room you go into, because it is, man, it's a bad one. It's a bad one that they got down there. Anyway, talk to you later. All right, so you guys walk out and you see the Penny Lich is right across from the Lucky Unicorn. Lantern's on.
Can we check to make sure our dead body's still there?
It is absolutely still there, although it is only underneath tarp, basically, at this point. The wagon is not holding together very well. You can probably move it one more time before things start falling off.
Is my armor in the cart by any chance?
Go ahead and roll a 20-sided dice.
11.
No, it's not.
I mean, he was saying the blacksmith's gone, so he probably has some overstock laying around if he left in a hurry.
True.
I got my shop down the road. I'm sure we got some spare pieces down there.
Let's head over to the Penny Lich.
Okay.
Yeah?
The smell of alcohol takes hold in the air. The rain and mud from outside drip away. As the travelers walk through the door to this 2-story building, they immediately feel the call of drink reaching for them. A large staircase directly across from the entry runs up the second floor of the building. The second floor balcony jutting out to look over the tables and bar of the inn, leading as well above to the private rooms. A massive fireplace lights the majority of the leisure area. surrounded by a large brown puffy sofa and several chairs. Tables throughout the inn hold candles and stains of the past enjoyed evenings. To the right of the entry, a door leads down, a padlock keeping the door closed, and its mysteries safe.
I dive bomb the brown puffy couch.
Okay.
Just like,
Yeah. you just full on like dibs the whole sofa in front of the fireplace. As you do, catch the eye of several of the other people that are in this tavern or in this inn, and they look at you and kind of give a small laugh, but then they go back to drinking their own drinks.
I'm gonna go grab us 4 ales, and as I turn towards the bar, I just want to get a good look at everyone I'm walking past.
Okay. These are.
I ask you to pass on the ale for me.
That's okay. Grab 4 ales. I'll take the second.
Yeah, my boy.
As you're walking past everybody at their tables, heading towards the guy at the bar, you notice that these are villagers. I mean, these are farmers. There's nothing special about them. They live to do their job. They come here to drink, and then they'll go home, sleep, and do it all over again. Go ahead and roll a history check for me. Okay. You can remember coming in here at least once when you were a child, and this is not what it was like before. Adventurers, travelers, warriors, and wizards, different people who led exciting lives, they would congregate here for something, and they would drink and they would enjoy themselves, but they were here for a reason more than just to drink. This place has become a place where people just drink, and there's really nothing else to it, and it kind of makes you sad. You go up to the bar. Is anybody else doing anything?
I think I will just sit on Indriq's feet because I want a part of that couch.
All right.
I'll deign to scooch my feet a little bit.
Thank you.
Krontold's hood is back up because he's not sure if goblins are allowed in this establishment like the last.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you don't catch the eye of anybody, so you're still not sure. And yeah, Westra, you sit on a pile of mud from Indriq's boots.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
And Ctestibus, you walk up to the bar. There's a pretty sturdy looking man. He's got a bushy beard. What can I get for you? That's not the voice I want to do.
Oh, how are you doing?
How are you doing there? That's not what I want to do. What's up? What can I do for you?
Like 4 handles of ale.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I think that'll do it.
Great. He goes over, starts grabbing a glass, starts pouring. Are you sticking around at the bar? Or are you heading back? Okay. So he eventually makes him, turns around, sees you're still there. He goes, all right, makes my job easier. Hands them to you. That'll be 12 copper.
Okay. You got change for a gold?
No.
All right.
Put it on his tab.
Why don't we just start a tab?
Absolutely, you can. Do you want to just give me the gold now, and then you guys can try and meet it?
Yeah. That sounds.
That sounds good. All right. He takes it, bites
Really
it,
good goal.
puts it in his.
Hey, before you.
About to get fucked up.
4 drinks was just 12 copper. You guys just made this dude's night. Yeah.
Hey, before you go, me and my friends haven't been here in a while. Mostly just since the war started. You got anything crazy or any quick fillers that you can just let me know about, or?
you are just in the war and you want to know what's crazy going on in Haberdashery Woods?
Oh, I'm a little drunk.
Seems like it.
Yes. It just seems a little off. It's weird. It doesn't feel like home.
Home? Are you from Haberdashery Woods?
Yes, I am.
What are you doing back here?
That is a damn good question and a long story. Don't look in the card out front. Thanks for the bruise.
Okay. He looks confused as you turn around and walk.
I awkwardly walk back to the table.
Yeah. All right, you're back standing with the others. Indriq has made herself very comfortable, and Westra is wiping mud off her ass.
I giggle as I hand Krontold both of his, and then hand Westra hers.
All right.
Thank you. So did he know anything about what was going on?
Yeah, it's just a boring town. A boring place, I think, is kind of what I was getting at. I think, I think someone else should ask him.
Does anybody here know yet that the war is over?
Don't think so.
No, I don't suppose I do, darling.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
I wonder if we should be telling people.
I think they might figure it out.
Yes, maybe in the morning.
It's above my pay grade.
That's true.
I'm just still pretty cold from the river.
The fire is going really, really good right now in this tavern, in this inn.
Toasty.
Did you ask him about the crawl?
I didn't. Well, if you guys are ready to get hammered, then,
You know what? I always am. I'll go ask him.
all right, well, let's go.
I have good charisma. I can go ask.
Yeah, probably
that'd be
And I
great.
probably better you than me.
Yeah, I was playing Sweet Home Alabama, but I've stopped. So
Thank God.
yes, I'll go talk to the barkeep.
All right, Indriq, you jump up off the sofa and head over to the barkeeper, who is currently wiping down the stains from another customer. Stains from the customer from their cups and things.
Oh, okay.
I'm standing behind her.
Gross! Way to make it gross, dude. It's in a bar. What? Jeez.
No,
Don't make it
Nice.
gross,
he shit
bro.
himself.
You hear Trevor, Dad!
Throw across the street.
Okay, so Krontold, you're with me, but like
Yeah, I'm kind of being like the
Down
shadowy
there.
figure behind you.
All right.
the shadowy figure nobody can see behind me.
Go ahead and roll a stealth for me real quick, Krontold.
Oh, that's not too bad. 12.
All right. Good to know. You approach the barkeep, and Krontold is kind of hiding behind you a little bit, but doing that thing where like kids like hide behind their parent, but then like peek around to look at the other adult.
He is my baby Yoda.
And then and the barkeep just looks at you and goes, yeah, what do you have?
Yes, good man. What can you tell me about the Thunderlock bar crawl?
I yell across the bar.
He
She
kind of
screams telepathically.
he kind of gives you an odd look and is like, oh man, people haven't really asked about that in a really long time. Where'd you? I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, the bar crawl. It's done by Thamius Thunderhead and Merp over there, and he points over to a couple. One's a dwarf, kind of a scraggly looking. He seems skinny for a dwarf, and then a human who has a very long white beard, and wears a kind of a flowing robe. He's like, that couple over there, they put it on, but to be completely honest, nobody's asked about it in a long time. We just kind of lock it up. Don't really do anything with it anymore. Nobody's around. So if you want more info, you can go ask them. They might be the ones willing to actually run it for you.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna go talk to Thunderhead and Merp. Yes?
Yeah, that's their names.
Okay. Is that actually their names, or did I make that up?
No, that you got it. You got it right.
Okay. Yes.
So
All right. So I say, thank you, my men, and we move on to Thunderhead and Merp.
yeah. So as you approach them, you hear Thamus, Thunderhead going,
Well, now, look, I understand your concerns, but just because it hasn't been run in several years doesn't mean it won't work when everybody starts coming back from the war.
and then the dwarf replies,
Here's the thing, man. I'm not sure that it was safe to begin with, right? And now if people start coming back from the war, what's gonna happen if one of our things breaks down and we can't control it? We gotta go down there at some point and actually run the thing, make sure it's gonna work. And I just now realized that I sound like Beetlejuice, so don't say my name 3 times, please.
Oh, would that be Merp, Merp, Merp?
Merp, merp, merp. Oh, where the fuck did I go? That's my voice, though. I'm Merp.
I'm Merp. Okay. Okay. So I am going to ask them about the thunder crack crawl.
so I imagine you walk up and you just kind of
Nailed it.
blatantly say Thunderlock bar crawl awkwardly at them.
Just
Yeah.
that.
I say, tell me about the thunder crack bar crawl.
Merp looks at you.
The thunder crack. It's, for the love of God, it is Thunderlock. It's not hard. How come everybody ruins the name, the part of the name that's my part? Thunder crack, thunder fart, thunder fuck. Everybody gets your part, Thamius. Why does nobody get my part? Yes, the Thunderlock. I'm sorry, what was your name, young miss?
Yes, hello, my name is Indriq.
Indriq. And why the fuck do you want to know about the Thunderlock bar crawl?
Hey, fuck you, buddy. We're just looking for
sent
fun.
here by... I'm sorry, go ahead, Krontold.
Fuck you, buddy. We're just looking for fun.
I apologize. Thamius says as he puts his hand on Merp's hand. Thamius goes,
I do apologize. My partner here gets a little riled up when he's, riled up. Anyway, you guys say you're looking for a little fun, eh? I believe we can help you out with that. We used to run the Thunderlock bar crawl here at the Penny Lich, where we would test adventurers and their adventuring skills and really help them start their path down, towards glory, if one might will. And so if you are interested, is it the two of you? Just the goblin and the what are you, dear? You some sort of minstrel? Are you a fighter who plays music or something?
I'm a bard, darling.
Oh, how lovely. Another arcane type user. Anywho, if the two of you are so inclined, I would be more than happy to help you start the Thunderlock bar crawl. And then you can find some fun, as your little companion is looking for says.
Little.
I think we're gonna holler at the other two and see if they went in on this hot tip.
Yeah, I'll come over when I see
When
Indriq
just
do
be
like the
strangers!
got some fun lined up over here. Okay.
You guys holler over, and Westra, you go over. Ctestibus, are you leaving the warmth of the fireplace yet?
I was zoning out the whole time. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. You just hear them yelling for you.
I'm just gonna grab his arm and dragging with me.
I pull back just slightly to grab my beer, and then I follow.
Okay, so Westra, you pull Ctestibus forward with you as he grabs his beer. The two of you join, and Merp goes,
Now look, all right, guys. I know that a lot of people are looking for fun, and I understand that. And Thamius, he's all about helping people have fun. But I'm more concerned about the intricacies of how this thing is going to work. Because, to be honest, if something goes wrong, it's on me. I'm the guy that built it. I don't know if you've heard of me. I'm Merp, Lock Tickler. Nobody? Anybody?
No, nothing.
I see a couple of laughs
say
there.
that
Is
I
there
have.
something funny that I just said? Did I just say something funny?
Yeah, I just thought about something. It's just an old joke about a wagon. You can just keep talking.
Okay. Anyway, if you guys want to do this, normally, people are doing it for the glory. There's hundreds of people in here drinking and trying it one after another, and it's a big deal. If you guys want to do it just for the fun of it, I'm willing to let you do it. I just need you to understand a few protocols. So, are you really into this, or am I going to have to waste my breath here?
Can I sign a waiver?
Basically, I'm going to have you sign a waiver. Yeah.
Verbally.
No, literally sign a waiver. I've got a piece of paper.
Oh, yes, right.
I am gonna have to read over that waiver.
All right. Well, let me go get it and can start reading through it.
he goes to go get it. He hops off his stool and heads over. Anywho, this is awkward. So what are you all doing in town?
I sit there painfully awkward, just like I did when the bartender asked me.
Where's Barrows? We haven't seen him around.
No, he should be up at the ferry. If you're looking for him, he's the ferryman. Are you? How'd you hear about him?
I mean, I've known him for a while, but yeah, he wasn't there.
I'm sorry, he wasn't at the ferry. Did he have somebody else take over?
No, our guy almost drowned. It was pretty funny. We pulled him out of the water. But yeah, he's not there. I don't know where he is.
All right.
The other young man, Trevor, he said that a large group had left, and I was wondering, do you know anything about that?
A large group. A
Large
large
group
group
leaving
leaving.
recently?
All I know about
Or a
is
small group?
the group of the children going on the field trip with the teacher that calls herself a wizard. Although she's anything but, if you ask me. I've learned plenty about wizardry to know that all she knows is some archaic things. Anywho, no, I don't know of any other group of people leaving other than that. I know that the Hunters Guild is their leader is off hunting something, and I haven't seen the leader of the Knights Guild in a while. Maybe is he part of the group that you're talking about?
That's what we're wondering. Just if the ferryman could have left with someone else.
Oh, yeah.
If anyone knows where he is.
It is a possibility.
As he says that, the dwarf comes back, and he presents a scroll to you. Says,
Look, this is where you're going to make your mark.
he grins with a mischievous twinkle in his eye. After quickly scanning the spidery scrolled runes, you get the gist of the scroll, that it declares neither you nor your kin can hold the Thunderlocks responsible for any loss or injury you incur in, on, or under the premises. You give the wizard and his rogue friend a confident nod as you finish reading. Do you sign this waiver?
Is there any fine print?
There's no fine print. It basically is just like, look, if you die, it's not our fault.
I sign it.
I mean, can we kind of get an explanation as to what it entails first?
Well, first you're gonna go down there, and then a lot of shit's going to happen, and then you're probably gonna come out. We have things in place because of my wizardry skills to keep people from dying, and mostly just teleporting out with massive amounts of injury that I can take care of in a permanent sort of way. Sometimes, And this is only sometimes. People get hurt so badly that even teleporting out doesn't work. But that is very rare and hasn't happened in years.
What's the...
All right.
You haven't done it in years, right?
She makes a good point. She really caught on to your wordplay on that one there, bud.
Shut up!
Now, what's the prize if we complete it?
Oh, so much gold. And, just knowing that you are worthy of being an adventurer in Yonder Valley, that's a big one. Lots of people came from all around to justify that one.
How much gold is so much gold?
Honestly, I would have done it for the 1 gold.
for the 1 gold.
Hush, hush, hush.
Yeah, I've already signed the waiver.
There is stuff to be found within the chambers, so whatever you find in there is yours to keep.
Is that all the gold you're talking about?
You sign? All right, Ctestibus signs it.
Look,
About-
normally we have people pay us to do this, but as your half-elven friend here pointed out, it has been some years and it needs a good test run, so we're allowing you to do it for free.
Cover the bar tab for the rest of the night, and I'm signing.
If you win, we will cover your bar tab for the rest of the night.
All right, where's the line?
He points to it. So
I
you
sign. I sign.
Okay.
Well signed.
Westra signs. Indriq?
I signed. I was first to sign it. I was
Oh, okay.
signing while they were
Okay.
still talking.
Gotcha. As you hand back the quill and watch the magical sparkle shimmer across the scroll, the old wizard gives you a faded map and a sly wink while the wrinkled dwarf matches it and gives you a gruff, low chuckle. He shakes his bald head dismissively before saying,
Make you ready for the crawl, then. Oh, man, it's been too long since I've said that.
Both dwarf and wizard eye you as you gather your gear and check your weapons. Finding them to your satisfaction, you head towards the dungeon entrance, which is the locked door that you saw when you first came in. You see next to it the door that's locked, a plaque, and on the plaque are names of groups that have gone through this, among such famed adventuring companies as the Rolling Beholders, the Band of the Hydra, the Frog Hop Foursome, the Iron Wenches, and the Unkillable Eight. These are all people who made it through. The door opens, and you guys are led to a staircase that leads down to the Thunderlock Crawl. You guys walk down a stone set of steps that lead down into a slightly wider chamber. 2 crudely carved demonic statues, each with a bronze brazier, a cup, seated in their laps, are on either side of an arched and open doorway, directly across from the cobblestone floor that separates you. A dullish reddish glow illuminates a runic phrase across the top of the stony wall around the entryway. 1 brazier, 1 cup in the demonic lap, is lit with a blazing, unnaturally red fire. The other bronze is ornament and stands cold and fireless.
Is this like a what do you do adventurer situation?
Exactly what all of D&D is a what do you do adventure situation.
I didn't want to interrupt you if there was like a dramatic hold for applause or something.
All right, and end of the show.
And scene.
Yeah, when I go silent, that is 100% opportunity for you guys to speak. That's why I go quiet.
I was saying finally. No, I'm kidding.
Have we gotten too far away from the cart yet?
It's outside of the Penny Lich. You are beneath the Penny Lich.
It was fine last time I checked.
Would it be inappropriate for me to be, say like, I'll be right back and then come back?
Okay, so you guys walk down.
maybe.
Let me reset this scene. You guys walk down. This hellish view is in front of you with 2 demon statues holding a bronze cup in each lap, and they're both of them are on either side of this door that leads to some hellish looking hallway. As you guys walk down the staircase, Ctestibus quickly goes, "Wait, hold on!" Turns around and runs off and leaves you guys standing there.
You gonna hide the cart?
All right, Ctestibus, let's pick up with you. What are you doing?
So I scurry over to the cart, and I uncover the general,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at him,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, Jesus, that was crazy. Okay. And then as fast as I can, I take the armor off of his dead, cold body and put it on.
You, by the way, you are currently a dwarf, and he is not. He's a human being.
I am aware.
So you're going to put on this armor that's just a little too big.
Yes.
Beggars can't be choosers.
He's tall for
Roll a
his people.
20 for me.
Okay. So just
a 20.
Cat is
17.
Okay, great. As you're moving him around, you notice a extra pair, a set of armor that he had in his bag that happens to also be dwarven armor. Or maybe somebody just picked it up and threw it in there, not thinking about it when you took off your clothes and jumped into the river earlier. Either way, there's some dwarven armor that is exactly the same as what you had before, and it's sitting there waiting for you.
Oh, perfect.
Great. You run back down, and you meet up with everyone who's just standing there looking at these. You know what? Hold on. Before we get back to that, do you guys do anything in this chamber with the statues at all?
I mean, I want a good look. I want to look for, like, if there's, like, some kind of trap around the doorway, or, like, if there's any difference between these statues.
Okay. Go ahead and everybody make an investigation check for me.
10.
Nice.
7.
So Indriq is like, yeah, it's definitely a statue.
Is Krontold doing an investigation?
Yeah, I got a 16.
Oh, okay. Krontold recognizes that the fire within the brazier, the deep red unnatural fire, is it's actually a continual flame spell, and that it's actually harmless magic flames. And inside of the fire is a key.
I'm gonna grab it.
Okay.
Careful,
It's,
Krontold.
it's fake fire. It's like those little blowers that have the little things of fabric that go up in the light. Is that magic?
It's LED.
so
it's LED
realistic.
technology.
Fantasy
Which
LEDs.
exists in this world also.
Yeah, cell phones, LEDs, fantasy spaghetti. Does
it.
anybody read? Does anybody speak Dwarven?
I do, but I'm not down there yet.
I do.
Okay. So as you are investigating, you read the Dwarven runes that are above the archway, and it says, "Fire reveals the treasure, but flame conceals the key." Ctestibus, you hurry back, and you are now in the room with them. They're kind of looking at everything. You see that Krontold is hanging out by the statue that has fire in the blazer, in the cup, and then there's another statue with a cup with no fire in it.
Krontold,
Yeah.
did you put your name in the...
I mean, I could. I don't know what that would do, but yeah.
He says calmly.
Did you put your name in the goblet of fire, Harry? He says calmly.
No, there was a key in it. It's fake fire.
Beyond the rune-scribed doorway lies a long, wide hall. Even at first glance, it becomes all too clear that the hall is outright dangerous. Just beyond the doorway, the stone floor looks jagged and uneven. Beyond is a pair of crudely carved, bearded faces that dominate the hallways, and the hall ends in a wide open doorway. The squared stones that frame the walls are constructed of thumb-sized holes arranged in perfectly spaced patterns that are reminiscent of 5 pips on a gaming die. As you take in what looks to be a very foul root, a booming voice decrees,
Enter, heroes, and prove thy worth, if ye dare.
Can we tell what the faces at the end of the hall look like? Are they Thundercock and...
yeah, one of them definitely looks like Thundercock, and the other one definitely looks like Tickle Trouser. Do you guys enter the hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I need everyone to roll initiative. All right, sorry. Ctestibus, what'd you get?
That's a 5.
5? Okay. And Indriq?
20.
Nice. And Krontold?
Krontold got a 12.
And
Contoured.
Contoured. Westra.
18.
As you guys walk in, the archway that had the runic writing on it on one side, once you are on the other side of it, the first person to walk through activates some sort of trap, and a gate with spikes comes down. You have only moments to react, and everybody, I just want to ask one last time, everybody wants to jump into the hallway, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You guys all jump into the hallway, and as the last person runs through, the gate hits the ground, and with it, it suddenly starts to move forward, and spikes come jetting towards you, and it starts moving toward everybody.
Cool.
First in initiative is Indriq. So if you want, you can start moving forward.
Yeah, let's dash ahead, shall we?
Okay, so you move forward. As you do so, so does the gate, and it's become basically a wall with spikes on it, and it moves forward by 15 feet. So everybody who didn't get to move yet. So Westra, you're the only one that actually gets hit, and you take 5 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
5 points?
5 points, and it's moving forward now. Everybody else is being pushed by the wall. At this point, it's about halfway through the hallway. So if you want to run forward, you absolutely can. If you want to run forward, it's going to cost you like maybe 10 feet to actually get to the ruined area, which is where Indriq has stopped. Do you want to run past her, or do you want to stop where she stops?
I mean, I want to stop.
Okay, so Westra, what is your AC again?
12.
Okay, and Indriq, what is your AC?
13.
I'm sorry, what was that?
13.
The both of you get hit by arrows that come, blunted arrows that come whistling down the hallway. Westra, you take 3 points of damage. Indriq, you take 1 point of damage. That brings us to Krontold's turn. Krontold, you notice that the floor starts to vibrate, and the boards of the floor beneath your feet start to kind of like pop up and down quickly, and it now makes this rough terrain. And if you want to run across it, you'll need to make a acrobatics check of 12.
How far away are the spikes, and how far away from each other are they spaced?
They're far. So you were able to avoid the spikes, but you are currently being pushed by the wall, and the spikes are far enough away that you, as a goblin, are able to fit between them pretty easily. Ctestibus is kind of right on the edge between two of them, but he was able to kind of get between a couple of them.
I'm going to climb up onto the wall and have the wall at my back while standing and holding on to the spikes and just ride the wall across.
Perfect. Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
11.
11? Okay, good to know. So you are currently riding on the spikes and holding on to the wall as it pushes you through the entire hallway. Ctestibus, you're a little bit bigger. It doesn't work as well for you, but you watch as your little buddy starts to kind of Spider-Man his way up to the spiky wall. You're my boy, Blue. Ctestibus, would you like to do anything?
If possible, I'd like to dash.
It was difficult terrain, so it used up most of your movement.
Okay, I crouch.
Okay, so that's going to bring it to the next round, which means, Indriq, it is your turn.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and dash ahead then.
Okay. All right, you're able to just barely jump forward and keep this thing from really digging into you. But it is a quick reminder that this thing is moving quick. So do you want to keep running, or do you want to take an action and do something?
Okay. I think I'm gonna take a page out of Krontold's book, because I saw him do that thing, and I'm not as handy as he is, but I'll try to like climb up and just kind of chill on the wall, let it take me across.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an athletics check for me then.
Okay. 12?
That is not going to do it. You slide off, unable to get a good grip. He is pretty small, and he's able to basically stand with his legs between two spikes. You're a little bit bigger, and it's awkward with the other spikes jetting into your back. You can try again, but it is going to get another opportunity of attack on you if you try.
I'm just gonna go for it then. I'm gonna try to run forward. My speed is 30 feet.
Okay, so if you dash, you can move 60 feet, which means you should be able to get to the end of the wall, or the end of the hall.
I'll go for it.
All right.
I don't know what else to do, guys.
So you just, like, you try to get up on these spikes, and it doesn't work, and you decide, fuck it, I'm going to run for it. And you run.
Yep.
You're able to get basically to the end of the hallway. You run past everyone, and you're right there. That's going to be your turn. Then the hallway moves forward another 15-ish feet. So it is about to catch up to everybody, and it is now right on your ass.
I would like to cast Cure Wounds on Westra.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Because you're in pretty bad shape, right? Like 2-3 hit points.
I am, and I could probably heal myself as well, but I totally forgot about casting spells right now because we're not like fighting.
Okay.
Oof. Okay, thank you. How much was it?
7.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that gets you like basically back to full, right?
Yeah, one away.
All right.
I can also move, right? Like,
Yeah, if you'd like, you can move into the next section if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to play. I mean, what's ahead of me, I guess, is the question.
It's a hub-like chamber with a shallow pit, and you can see something in the pit is like covered in furs and feathers, and then there's some woodwork that goes around the entire building, or the entire room around the pit.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna try to start to shimmy across the wood on the edge of the pit.
Okay, and then Westra, it's your turn.
I'll follow Indriq.
Okay.
Just kind of try to make my way with her.
You start to go into the same room. Very quickly, things move for Ctestibus and Krontold. Krontold.
Cornhole.
As Ctestibus, the wall picks up with you, tries to grab you and do damage to you, but it misses you, but it's still pushing. And then eventually it pushes so quickly, it pushes you directly into the room that the ladies are occupying with a narrow walkway as it runs along the walls. There are seemingly 5 exits from the chamber that you are now in. The wall stopped, and it has locked you into this chamber. At both the right and left side of the pit are 2 open archways, and across the pit are 3 doors. 2 wooden doors flank an iron-plated door in the center. The only other noticeable feature in this chamber is what looks like a massive pile of moldy furs and feathers. Until that pile moves. and you can hear this sort of this sound of like of something. As an artificer, you have seen this sort of thing before with people making toys, Ctestibus, of like they'll like wind up a small toy and it's supposed to make a noise, and you hear the click 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 click.
Hello, sir.
Like you've heard that before in someone making that sort of thing. This has the same sound of like click 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 click, and then this voice starts to like it's like getting to pace, like it's trying to talk, but it's starting out real slow and it's building up its speed, and it goes
Welcome, folks, to the Lucky Unicorn. I'm happy I can help you out. I'm Patchy the Owlbear.
And it starts to speak, and as it does, it grows out of the pit, and you see this creature that is an owl bear shape, but it's massive, like it was a statue somewhere, and patches of fur and patches of feathers have been stitched together on this creature, and it continues to say the same thing in an almost robotic and animatronic voice of
Welcome to the Lucky Unicorn. I'm Patchy.
And then it lunges forward and starts to strike at you all. And that, I think, is where we're going to end today's session.
Players of the Guild would like to thank you for listening to our show. The show was produced by Britt Winchester and Tyler Clausen, edited by Cameron Clausen. You can find us by going to our website, playersguildpod.com, or one of our social medias, Twitter @PlayersGuildPod, Instagram @PlayersGuildPod, TikTok, PlayersGuildPod, or Patreon at patreon.com/PlayersGuildPod. Whenever we get patrons, we'll be saying their names right here. Instead, Tyler wanted me to read a list of all those that gave their lives so bravely at the fall of the Death Star, which I will not be doing. Republic forever! Some of the content used to build this campaign are adventures and modules from around the internet, most notably the rolled and told collections of mini adventures. Check them out online or at your friendly local gaming store. Our music is produced by Cameron Clausen, and the background ambiance was provided by Sword Coast Soundscapes, which you can find on YouTube.